This is day 5 of setting up my own landscaping business in Dublin with just €250. It's been a week since the last time I posted, but we've been busy. In the last few days we did the first landman job and we got a tool upgrade. So let's add it into the inventory. It's an exciting one because it's a power tool. We got the Tasker 710G multi-tool by Garland. The craziest thing about this series is that I started it with 250 quid and I still haven't even touched it. Because the boys in Rhino Power Products decided to give me this for free. Have a look.
Thank you, brother. Oh yes, if you like it, stick a nice video up.
Me and Keelan can't believe I'm getting free stuff. But I had to go buy a petrol can for the fuel, some WD-40 for maintenance, and 2-stroke oil for the petrol, which came out altogether for a total of $14.47. Then I recorded myself topping up my petrol. Made a mess, paid $8.30 for it, then topped up the tool for its first ever job in my garden. It was a really simple job, but it was nice to get a bit of practice in with the tool since it was brand new, get to figure out how it feels, how it works, leading up to my first client job, which was the next morning. I finished off any straggling bits with the snippers and I was pretty happy with the outcome. So I threw all of my tools into the banged up Qashqai, which is a half a star at most, by the way, but it works, so I'm using it. So I popped some needed caffeine and drove to the client's house. It was a back and front garden clean up job with mainly hedge cutting, trimming and weeding to be done. So I got right into it and I used the hedge cut attachment, woke up a bunch of people with the engine noise in the morning. Then I finished off the hedges with the clippers. I like finishing the hedges with my hands. I feel like I get more precision. And there we go, hedges done. Now onto the more difficult part, which is the back, because it was just so overgrown with weeds. So I changed out to the bad boy brush cutter attachment and got busy. It was a weird one because it felt like everything that I was cutting was just weed, like there was not that much grass in the lawn. So I just tried to cut down as far as I could without just exposing all soil. But once I got a lot of that cut, I went around and I took out some of the weeds that were growing on the walls and in the cracks. And I brought the snippers out and started taking some of the branches from the trees. I was selective and only took the branches that felt like they were a bit of an eyesore or the ones that were slightly overgrown. Then I started crawling around on my hands and knees, scraping everything up because I didn't have a rake. As you can see, I wasn't very impressed.
I need the fucking rake.
So this is an update on what the garden looked like at this point. It was looking pretty good, but the no rake was pissing me off massively, so I decided to run down into the closest hardware shop, Phibsborough Hardware.
No, I might get both. How much are they?
Both of them. They were tenner each.
Tenner each.
Yeah.
So as you just heard, I spent 20 quid, 2 rakes. Shout out to the old boys at Phibsborough Hardware. So I ran back to the client's house, started raking up everything, sped up the process, and this is what the garden was looking like at that point. But I added a few finishing touches, cleaned it up, and it was looking pretty nice compared to when I first got there. Then I started the daunting process of the weeding. I just used the spade that I had and just kind of scraped everything off. But yeah, it was tough work. Got there in the end though. A little before and after right there. Yeah, looks good. Mission success. So we got paid €230 for the job, but the client decided to pay me an extra €20 tip, which leaves the cash balance at 457.23. Let's go baby, first client done.